Good day, everyone,
Happy New Year!
and welcome to the Grumpy Old Gamers podcast. You can't teach an old gamer new tricks. I'm Ryan, and with me, as always, my good buddy Rob.
Hello, how you doing?
Good, and apparently we're celebrating Happy New Year.
There's been a lot of Halloween candy. It's the day after Halloween here, and
Oh yeah,
in Canada we have Halloween on October 30th. Just a little something for our American.
international American friends. Yeah,
Yep. It's we have it one day early to get it over with, so we can eat candy on the 31st.
yeah. So we're all like jacked up when the stragglers show up at your door, right? Then you just yelling and throwing candy at them.
Take a Snickers.
Take it. So I did grab my personal favorite Halloween candy for the show here, and I'll be eating it throughout the show. For those who don't, for the audio people,
Ryan has a rocket.
I've got a rocket. My absolute favorite Halloween candy, rocket. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. When I was a kid, I used to love the little boxes of raisins. I always looked for those. No one ever said that. Yay, raisins! Woo!
My mom would take them. My mom would take them and then make cookies. It was like a double punishment. Because she knew I wasn't going to eat them. So she's like, well, make something out of this. Sometimes she makes chocolate chip raisin. It's pure
That's
punishment.
A nasty combination.
It is.
Yeah. Speaking of nasty combination, I know we're doing housekeeping, and I know it's a video game podcast, but so right now in stores, you can buy a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup with chips in it.
Oh.
And I'm going to admit, I thought that sounded awful because I'm a human with human emotions and thought processes.
I was laughing rather hard at because you posted about it, and a lot of the commentary was quite funny on there.
Yeah, everyone either thought it was going to be great or the worst thing ever, which is how the internet works anyway. It wasn't bad. The chips weren't soggy, which was the biggest thing I was worried about, because you got oily peanut butter and you've got chip bits in there. It tasted, honestly, like there were salty peanuts in it, which would be good in a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
I can see that.
Yeah, it was like crunchy peanut butter, honestly. So it was an interesting combination, but you just have to wonder what they were thinking when they promoted it, right? They're like, I know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You ever want to eat nuts and chew gum at the same time? Nuts and gum. Nuts and gum together at last.
Oh, worst combination ever.
Worst combination ever. Yes.
So while we're talking, you know what? We're segueing, whatever.
Why not?
We're not. We're 5 minutes in here.
Yeah.
I tried a new chocolate bar this week. It was the O. Henry Level Up. I'm like, it's a chocolate bar for gamers. And they actually give you like a Twitch code on the inside of the wrapper.
Okay.
It gives you 20 credits of 20 Twitch credits to do whatever you do with Twitch credits. I don't know. I've barely figured out how to stream to Twitch. Never mind like using Twitch credits. But I was like, this is probably one of the best chocolate bars I've had in a very long time.
So what's in a Level Up O. Henry?
Well, it comes in two like nuggets, like two like half pieces in the regular size package, and it's got pretzel, which is what sold me.
Okay.
Caramel, and then so it's like an O. Henry but with a pretzel base.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, this is, and I mean, it's the whole salty sweet thing, like with the pretzels in it. That's what got me.
Fair enough.
So,
so there you go. 2 chocolate bar recommendations for.
And this has been Confectionery Hour with Rob and Ryan. Please tune in next week when we're
going to talk about candy corn.
Yeah, the limited edition Kit Kats that are out there. I don't know. That's another
we'll
thing.
talk about Coffee Crisp. Greatest chocolate bar or greatest chocolate bar?
Greatest chocolate bar.
It's pretty darn good.
It's a pretty darn good chocolate bar.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on into housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Come back later, please.
Housekeeping.
Not now.
All right. So the only little bit we have is first up, this is episode 102. Probably should have said that before housekeeping because that's not really a housekeeping thing. But this is episode 102. And also, we're going to do our little shill here for Buzzsprout, who have given us the opportunity to be an affiliate of theirs. And basically, all you have to do is if you want to try out Buzzsprout to put your podcasts up, you click on the link that are in our show notes, and they will send you a $20 Amazon gift card. And that, $20 American, my friend. That's money in the bank right there.
That's right.
And they make it so darn easy. We've been talking about that a lot. Like all we do is we upload the podcast there, and then they look after uploading it to all the other places. And we're literally on all the major podcast platforms because of this.
I just bang my head on the keyboard and they handle the rest.
And they handled the rest. It was a hell of a password to write down when Rob created it.
You're gonna hurt right down there.
It's all around the center of the keyboard. But yeah, you know what? And you know what? We decided we were going to do this. We talk every week about video games, and
Chocolate
it's a good
bars.
time. Chocolate bars, whatever else is catching our fancy that week. So again, if you want to try out podcasting, just click on that link, and it will take you right to the Buzzsprout site, and you can sign up. And if you sign up for 1 month, they will send you a $20 Amazon gift card. All right. Guess we should move on into news.
Yes, to the news.
Read all about it.
I'm not wearing any pants. Film at 11.
All right. Well, Sony had a state of play last week.
All right, on to the next article.
On to the next story.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're both in agreement on that.
Yeah, wow. It was something.
This was a pretty underwhelming showing to me anyways. Like there was nothing. There was really nothing in here that got me excited.
Considering the one before had been really good.
Oh yeah. Well, and it was the first party, like all the Sony games, like
yeah.
And that one got me hyped again for their stuff. But ooh, man, like
yep.
So it opened up with Deathverse, which looks like it's I don't know if it's console exclusive, but it's basically looks like a battle royale, but like looks like more melee weapons than anything.
Yeah, a multiplayer survival action game built around a reality game show.
There you go.
Cool. That they opened with that.
Yeah. Then next up they had We Are OFK, and are they a real band, OFK?
I think so. Yep. Indie pop band OFK teams up with the co-designer of Hyper Light Drifter.
So, and it's going to be a 5-episode music biopic series. So like a playable like biopic of this band. I don't know. Again, nothing that interested me. Then they had Bug Snacks, the Isle of Big Snacks, which, you know what, Bug Snacks was enough fun. I definitely fell off of it though. There wasn't a lot there to keep. Like it felt a lot of, I mean, you find all the different bugs and everything, but it felt pretty samey after a while.
Yep. It's a game.
Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. They showed some stuff.
This is a game that I'm trying to figure out It's like each trailer I've watched, it seems a little different.
Oh,
Maybe, I don't know. I just, it looks like it's a first person view, but you're actually moving, which is the first Five Nights at Freddy main game that you actually,
yeah.
move much in. Boy.
Well, yeah, like on the animatronics, like they all seem like they're superheroes or supervillains now, right?
Yeah.
The
I mean, they look kind of like cute, right?
Mhm.
They're not really as scary as they were, but I don't know. Not really my thing, but a lot of people love that series, so
yeah.
good for them. Good for
Oh.
them.
Next up, Death's Door is coming to PlayStation. This has been kind of a big hit on the PC already. I've heard a lot of people on other podcasts I listen to talking about this a lot. And it's from Devolver, so I mean, there's a little bit of pedigree there.
Right.
But it's coming to PlayStation and Switch as well. Even though they didn't mention the Switch part.
No, probably not. Yeah.
And then Kart Rider Drift.
Yeah, like Japanimation Kart, Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Coming to PS4.
Yeah.
And when the first line says the Unreal Engine 4 powered arcade racer brings its competitive and combative modes to PS4. And it was around this moment in the state of play where I was like, we got to be getting near the end here. This is
yeah.
Boy.
Then they showed some King of Fighters 15. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna make some people happy.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
a big series.
First Class Trouble, which actually came out yesterday as the PS Plus game of the month. As one of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Cool.
Looks like it's a murder mystery aboard a luxury space cruiser. Yeah.
Cool.
Find out how you can survive rogue AIs aboard a luxury space cruiser or as an AI, how to pass as human. Dun, dun, dun. It's a social deception game.
The Mark Zuckerberg story. Oh,
Mhm.
sorry. And we've been demonetized.
Yeah, just like that. Hey, we can't post the videos to Facebook anymore. What's going on?
It's weird. He is totally not a lizard person. Stop saying that. Yeah. What else we got?
Square Enix announced they're celebrating the 25th anniversary of Star Ocean with a new title in the Star Ocean series. I've seen it around. I have no idea.
Yeah. It's a Japan RPG.
Yeah.
If you like that, this is for you.
And then lastly, Little Devil Inside. So if anything slightly piqued my interest, it was this. It's a Victorian-like era action adventure. And yeah, it looked amazing. That's what caught my attention. So,
and that was it.
That was it.
You blinked and you miss it.
Uh-huh. So pretty underwhelming. Pretty underwhelming, especially with Christmas coming. You'd think there'd be a little more.
Yeah. As we're going to find out, there's nothing but delays.
Yeah. So we got two stories coming up, a good news and a bad news. Cool.
Yeah, from the same developer.
From Niantic. Yeah. So the good news is they launched last week Pikmin Bloom, which is another Nintendo IP. And this one, I did load it up on my phone and I played a little bit of it. It still really relies on you walking around and using your steps and doing some collecting and stuff. But where a lot of these other ones that they've put out have been just reskins of like Pokemon Go. Just they're reusing all the same assets like around the like
right.
And this one, it doesn't seem to. I'm really not too far into it. I just basically got it set up and did the first couple little mission things, but yeah, I'll have more to report on it next week.
And is it for Android and iOS?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
And then the bad news is Niantic is shutting down the Harry Potter Wizards Unite. They launched it 2 years ago.
Yeah. And it was another AR game, right? It was like
and that one really like I was like, hey, this will be cool. I'll see what they did different. And it was literally, I mean, you cast spells and you did a lot more like drawing on the screen to do your spells and stuff. But yeah, you used all the same nodes and everything. Like for about a week there, I would load up Pokemon Go, collect all my stuff in an area, then close and load up Harry Potter and like collect all my stuff in there. Like just literally everything was there in the same thing. Now, reading this article about it though, the thing that kind of made me laugh so for any other company, they would keep this going.
But, yeah, I know what you're talking about here.
Because with Pokemon Go, it made over $1 billion again.
Yeah.
Okay.
In 1 year.
In 1 year.
Yeah.
And this isn't even the height of it.
Yeah.
Right? And Wizards Unite only brought in 40 million.
Only.
A paltry $40 million.
Yeah.
So
shut it down.
Shut it down. Not even worth our time. So yeah. Yay for Pikmin, boo for Harry Potter.
Speaking of boo.
So Vicarious Visions, the long-running studio, they've been around a long time.
1991.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been announced that they're going to be just fully absorbed into Blizzard, and their Vicarious Visions is going away. And everyone's guessing that when they've done this before, that they take the name of the city that they're in, so they'll just become Blizzard Albany.
Yeah. Blizzard just keeps thinking of ways to make people angry.
Yeah.
It's like you've got a company that has a wonderful name, storied history. Why do you have to change the name? Just let it be Vicarious Visions and make money and good games.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's the other thing is that Activision, like, they're making all these things that are hits, like the Tony Hawk remakes, and they do these remasters of like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, and I mean, I'm sure there must have been some Guitar Hero stuff on the back burner too, right?
Oh, sure.
But about all that, I think I reported on it a few months ago that basically they're told that they're just becoming like a Blizzard subgroup now. They're just all Blizzard support all the time.
Yeah, which is awful.
So farewell, Vicarious. You served us well.
Yes. I didn't look at this last one here.
Well, let's well, you know what? We can pull ahead this other thing because we just heard like minutes before we started the show here that Blizzard had breaking news. Blizzard had a conference call today, or what are those called? The money calls?
Investor call.
There we go. They had a money call with their investors today.
They deal with the people they actually care about.
And they told these people that Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 are delayed until 2023 at the earliest.
Yeah.
Not even 2022. 2023.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
It's the year of delays. And in a funny, totally unrelated Blizzard needing to release something, Brent, co-grumpy gamer, just let us know yesterday that, oh, I got this thing about Diablo Immortal. I'm in on the beta, and on his Android phone there. And the next day, all of a sudden, Diablo's delayed. So I imagine they've been sitting on that, just waiting for when they might actually need it. And I'm sure he'll fill us in on how completely awesome and non-pay to win Diablo Immortal is. So watch for that.
Hopefully, right?
Yeah. Like no fanfare at all. It was just
No.
hey, they said I can download it now. I'm downloading it now.
Yeah. And like I even searched about it. I couldn't find anything like people even talking about it. But he sent us screenshots. He's playing it.
Yep.
So
oh, funny.
what else we got here? So in I don't know if it's weird or what, but or maybe sales aren't what they thought they would be, but Nintendo surprise launched a demo for Metroid Dread, which really just seemed out of the blue. I mean, it's still pretty popular. I'm still hearing lots of people talk about this game, but maybe they just wanted more out of it. So yeah, if you haven't tried Metroid Dread, good way to try it out. I don't know if it's a timed one or if it's
right
or what.
Yeah.
Or if you just reach a certain point in the level and you're done.
Yeah, it's a very, very weird thing to have a first-party Nintendo demo.
It really is.
Yeah. So
they seem to add them like quite later or a few months in when if it doesn't seem like it's selling very well or something, you know?
Sure.
Or super popular, but yeah, for a first-party Nintendo game with a demo, it's not very common.
You betcha.
So keeping on the Nintendo train here, it seems the world is agreeing with us, Rob, and that their trailer on their main page for the online expansion pack has suddenly been downvoted as their most downvoted video of all time.
Yeah.
So it's got like it's got 104,000 dislikes.
And for anyone watching the video, I have a possible reason why. Just one of many reasons, but we'll get into them there. I'm just going to share my screen here.
Rocket.
There we go. So here we go.
Oh.
All right. So this is the actual N64. A screenshot of it.
Yep.
You notice that you got the Water Palace, right? Is that the Water Palace in Ocarina of Time? Or?
Yeah.
So you got, it's for an N64 game. You got the fog effect, which was in a lot of N64 games. The Wii Virtual Console, still the fog. Everything, the textures actually look quite a bit sharper.
Yeah.
And Switch. So, no fog.
No fog.
No fog. And evidently, from what people have who know more about this than we do, the fog was necessary to stop the water from looking like this. It looks like granite.
Yeah.
Because the fog effect on top of it with this texture would make it look watery. That was the thing that and the fact that systems back then had fog in a lot of things because the drawing distance was horrendous, especially in the early 3D games. I mean, Silent Hill was one of the biggest examples of the reason it's so foggy is because it had to be. So this looks awful. And it's not a hardware thing because the one before, which looks really good, is on the Wii.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice it's not the Wii U, it's the Wii. So there's no excuse. There have been other issues. There's been when you in Mario Kart, you have the ghost trials, right, where you can save them to your memory card. The Switch doesn't have. You can save at any point with the but when you go to save your ghost trial, it says no detected memory cart. So they didn't even emulate the damn save. Yeah. And you're paying twice as much for this as if you're just getting the NES. And there have been performance issues. It's been a disaster.
Have you heard anything about Mario? Because Mario 64 is in that bunch too, right?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything in particular about Mario.
I wonder if it looks the same as the one that was on the All-Stars pack.
Yes, well, there's another thing, right? It's like, hey, you know that the game you paid $80 for? Here it is.
You're going to get it free now.
And another thing I'd heard is the mapping of the controller for N64. If you don't have the N64, the official one, the way the buttons are mapped, it's an absolute freaking gong show, and you cannot remap them. So the C button, C buttons are like the right analog stick. And they have like, or you can use A, B,
XY,
and then XY, but XY is like left and up C, and then A and B are actually A and B. And then the Z button is the L, like the ZL button or whatever it is, like L2.
Yeah.
And you can't remap them. So a lot of people are just like, this is goofy. Like,
I'm pretty sure when I picked up Mario 64 on the Wii U.
Yeah.
And played it there, and I'm pretty sure like the C buttons were mapped to the what were they mapped to? I was gonna say the D-pad, but no, I don't think that it was the D-pad, because the D-pad was the D-pad.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
And I bet in the Wii U Virtual Console one you could remap them.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure you could.
I'm pretty sure you could too.
So
it's not like they haven't put the work into this stuff already.
Yeah.
You know?
Why did they not port the Wii version? Like the Wii version looks great.
Yeah.
On Virtual Console, like 2 generations ago.
Oh man.
Yep. So yeah, people are disappointed. People are angry.
I also saw a tweet that they're not going to have any of those N64 controllers till early 2022.
Yeah, because people have been buying them and scalping them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
screw you guys.
Oh man. I'll say it again. Nintendo, you just make it so hard to love you sometimes.
Yep.
So hard.
Yep.
If we were dating, it'd be over. Done.
But we'd be eating so much ice cream, trying to forget you, Nintendo. But we can't forget you. Yeah.
So, the Witcher Season 2 trailer dropped this week. Looks like more of the same. I wasn't as hyped after I watched it as everyone else was, I think. I thought it was fine.
Sure.
It was fine. And Season 2 to me here looks more like it's going to be fine.
Yeah. It's going to be more of what you expect.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is an interesting one. So Sega and Microsoft have announced that they're teaming up for next-gen cloud gaming.
Yeah. Yeah, not much more than that. Like they're going to be on their Azure backbone and Azure,
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's
with Sega, you never know what to expect.
Maybe they're gonna have Phantasy Star Online 3,
or Sega Channel 2.
Sega Channel 2.
The Seganing.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like. Yeah, they're not working on games together.
No, just using them for their technology.
Yeah, using them for their tech. So, but still an interesting announcement. Be interesting to see where it ends up.
Yeah. Like there's literally not much else to say about it. They don't mention really anything.
No.
Just that they're going to use this proposed alliance represents Sega looking ahead and by working with Microsoft to anticipate such trends as they accelerate further in future. The goal is to optimize development processes and continue to bring high quality experiences to players using Azure cloud technologies, right, Sega? What does that mean? Yeah.
Pointing at you, Rob.
Doing the things.
Tell us what it means, Rob.
Tell us what it means. Yeah.
Oh boy.
You know what else? We're not too sure what it means.
Yeah, so I didn't hear anything about this happening. I just kind of stumbled across this today too.
Yeah.
Netflix mobile games lineup launched today. So apparently,
Cool.
it's not on iOS yet.
No. Apple needs their cut.
Yeah, they gotta get their cut. But yeah, it's out on Android today, and it launched with 5 games. Stranger Things 3, the game. Stranger Things 1984. Card Blast, Teeter Up, and Shooting Hoops. So apparently
some people would call an underwhelming launch lineup, but
so these games, the Stranger Things games, have been out on pretty much everything already. Like they're on the Switch or on PlayStation.
Okay.
They're on yeah. But like what's the genre of it? It's a puzzle, action adventure, role-playing, fighting, location-based game. Those are all the genres it hits.
Every single genre at once.
Metacritic rates it with a 61%. That's Stranger Things 3, the game.
Yeah, right.
And
cool.
Yeah, like cool. I mean, you know what? If you're dying to try them, or you're looking for something new to play on your phone, they're free. Because who doesn't have a Netflix subscription besides Rob?
Yeah, it's kind of a running joke with us. I watch about one movie every 3 years, so it would be wasted on me.
Speaking of one movie every 3 years, any interest in seeing Dune? No? Okay.
No. I enjoyed the first one. I don't know about I have bad luck with remakes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you read the books or anything.
I haven't read the books.
Hmm.
I saw way back in the day the original on VHS.
Right.
Or it may have been on a video disc, actually. We used to rent video discs from players in the library.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Anyone out there remember video disc? Leave in the comments. Not talking laser disc.
No.
Video discs were there was a big cartridge. You popped in this thing, and it was predated VCRs, if I remember right.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, but it was a thing.
It was.
Yep. You kids nowadays don't know how good you have it.
Not at all.
Looking at you, Damon, who's now had a birthday last week.
He did, yeah. Happy belated birthday again, Damon.
Happy belated birthday, Damon. He turned 32.
Yeah.
But we keep him on the team because he keeps us young.
He does. He's our hipness quotient. Well, I think that's all we got for news, Rob.
Yeah, that's a lot of news.
We can move on into what we've been playing.
Shall we play a game?
Let the games begin!
Do you want to play a game?
Oh, okay.
So, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I'm just happy to be here.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let me go first, because
right.
I don't think you did a retro pick, right?
I did get one, actually.
Oh, you did? Okay.
It's just up here. I'm tapping my
Fair
forehead.
enough. Fair enough. Okay, first game I wanted to talk about was Atomicrops.
Right. I saw this on Game Pass.
Yeah. So it's described as an action roguelite farming simulator. And it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It really is. So you start off during the day,
Mhm.
you plant a little garden, and you go out into the forest and you scavenge for seeds, and you bring them back and you water them, and you try to get something to grow in that day cycle.
Mhm.
And then if you actually get something, you get some money. What are you laughing about?
No. I just thought of something funny. That's all.
Okay. So then the night comes and the atomic like monsters come and try and steal your crops. So you defend them with your gun. And it becomes a twin stick shooter at that point.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And whatever doesn't get stolen, and if you get the money for it, and then you can buy some stuff like at the end of the day, and then the next day starts over again, and you just keep doing this until you get overwhelmed. So
Okay.
yeah, I put a good hour and a half into it. It's pretty fun.
Excellent. That's on Game Pass, right?
It's on Game Pass.
It's on Game Pass.
So just oh I see what happened. Funny enough, I didn't play any No Man's Sky, Rob.
Oh, come on.
No.
All right, I'll delete that then. There we go.
I opened up the Atomicrops wiki because I wanted to get the wording of what they based it as. Because I mean, calling it I couldn't come up with action roguelite farming simulator as a description on my own. So
No, that's yeah.
Also on Game Pass, I've had it sitting on my desktop for literally months. I finally tried Descenders, which is a downhill racing, mountain biking type game. I found the controls a little clunky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they sure are.
I didn't put a whole lot of time into it. I got pretty discouraged pretty quickly with it. So it was funny because I launched it like off my desktop, and then I'm like, hey, I'm gonna try the xCloud. So then I launched it out of xCloud, and exact same experience like on the desktop here.
Yep.
Perfect. And then I was like, as we were talking about before the show here, I moved on to like, it was working so great on my desktop here that I'm like, well, okay, Forza Horizon 4 is like my benchmark. I'm gonna try that. And again, it's just like I was playing it off my right off the computer here. And then I'm like, okay, final test. I'm gonna play some Dead Cells. And I could not get Dead Cells to launch for nothing. For nothing. It just sat there and hung and hung and hung and hung and hung, and it's just like, all right. So I gave up on that. And also, so I talked about rolling credits on State of Decay 2 last week, and how you get that almost has like a roguelike element where you get some stuff that you can apply the next time you play.
Sure.
So I burned through another round, got some more boons, but I'm like, it's really just the same thing over and over. So on the title screen there, you have your campaign, and then they have Homecoming, and it says it's a more immersive experience. So I started up a game in that, but it's still all the same stuff, except there's a little more story. Like instead of just having goals, you're actually like going to talk to people because you've been sent to give a message, but it's still essentially, it's like, it's just the same game. So I'm really like kind of disappointed. There's not, if this is the case, then it's just like the same little thing over and over and over again. Like I really wanted like a big like the second time through, same thing. Like, I'd scavenged all this stuff. I, upgraded everything in my base. Then the game's over. Like I want to keep progressing like that. But it's weird. It's just these like little bite sizes. And lastly, I put some time in last week in Back for Blood.
Great.
I got on with my buddy Sean and some of his buddies. And
okay, I was just gonna say, did you play it by yourself or with some other people?
No, there was 4 of us, and the game was hard.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've heard crazy hard.
Ramps up. Now, I've also heard that. Like, I'm curious what your experience was with your 4 buddies or 3 buddies there.
Yep.
Because I've heard that some of the bots can sometimes be a little on the stupid side.
Oh.
There are all sorts of videos of people where they're standing on a ledge and they're watching the bots like do like this ring around the rosy thing with each other, and guys walking up to like the bruiser equivalents. I don't know what they're called, but like like to melee them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the big. No, we didn't have any bots, so unfortunately we had three and me living people playing. We still got our butt. We were playing on the lowest level too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And we still got our butts handed to us. The whole card system is kind of cool too.
Like, yes, it's very interesting.
Where it looks like you can kind of like play up the kind of class that you want to be. I didn't. I mean, they were already playing, and I kind of hopped in, so I skipped the tutorial and and just got right in there. So, but I don't know. The fun of it is being online with your friends, destroying hundreds of zombies. Like
absolutely,
that's the real fun of that. So,
that's what life is all about.
It's what life is all about. All right, Rob. That's I think that's all I've been playing. What have you been playing?
What has Rob been playing?
What's Rob been
playing? What has Rob been playing? Well, I got into a game series I've been meaning to play for a long time, and with the xCloud and your glowing reviews of how well it worked, I played some Fable Anniversary, which is the first Fable from the Xbox redone for the Xbox 360.
Oh wow!
And playing it through the just like updated graphics, and the characters have, like, when you're this little boy, you've got this gigantic head. It's quite comical. You grow into it.
Some of us never do.
It's true. For anyone who's not aware of what Fable is, it was like a 3-game series on the Xbox that and PC. It was the first game to really introduce the whole the choices you make change you as you're going along to be either more good or more evil. And Fable always had this thing that it gave you those choices, but they didn't necessarily affect it that much. But
so I've heard lots of things about Fable.
Yeah, it's a very good game.
Another one of those ones that I just missed out on.
Yeah. It plays really well. I mean, I was playing it on the computer with the you can't see that. There you go, with the Xbox controller. And it was another thing where
like, as you were saying, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, just knocking things over. It plays really well. There is a little bit, it seems like, where it first starts, where it is a little laggy, and it seems like it kind of loads into itself a little bit.
Yeah.
But then it was good. So I played a couple hours of it.
It's almost like the stream's got to normalize or something. Like it's like
loading shaders or something. Yeah, I don't know. It's
something.
yeah. It takes a while, but it played really well. No hiccups with it. So yep. And then another game I played. So I'd like to eventually get through all 3 of them, but I don't know if I'm going to have that kind of time. But the other game was, and there's a backstory to this as well.
Oh yeah.
I was backing up our photos from our old Mac. Like we have a Mac in our house, so if you want to be unfan the show, I totally get it. But I have a time capsule or time machine backup, and I was going through it there trying to find some pictures, and I'm like, Diablo 2 saves? I'm like, no. So back in the early 2000s, we had a Mac laptop, and I played Diablo 2 on it.
Awesome.
And I played a lot of it. And so with the Diablo 2 Resurrected, I was always told that you could just import the saves. So I'm like, I'm going to look this up and see how to do it. And I did it. It works. It works really well.
Awesome.
I have a level 81 Amazon called Slicka because I was younger. I think I used to have one called the Slickster. And then, so the disadvantage of doing this is because since you're importing a character, the character is offline only. You can't go online with these characters. And I mean, I get it. There was a lot of cheating back with Diablo 2 back in the day. And I mean, there's no way for them to verify. Importing it in, it's the same with when you create a new character now. You can make an offline one or an online one.
Oh.
And if the online one is stored on battle.net servers and the offline one is stored on your computer. And so you don't have to have a connection. Well, you do still. You still have to be online to start the game. But so yeah, I've got this level 81 Amazon, and so I played around a little bit. Holy smokes. Yeah. I forgot how much time I put into farming things.
Awesome.
It's a lot of fun. So then I'm like, well, I've got Diablo 2 started. I may as well keep going. So play a little more of that.
Sweet.
The server problems are getting better. There's still some queues on weekends, but it's usually 10 or 15. It hasn't been too bad for me. So
like people ahead of you or minutes?
Yeah, like a queue, right? So it's just it's okay. They're working on it. They're getting more servers. They're Blizzard. They don't have much money to really throw at this. So
yeah. If only they could afford a couple more servers, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. They do have some legal problems they're spending some money on right now, but yeah. Yeah, so that's what I've been playing. That's what I've been playing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some new games.
How about I do this new section we've been trying out here, this Game Pass Spotlight. I don't have a bumper for it. So if anyone would like to make me a bumper for Game Pass Spotlight, I will use it. I will use it well.
That's right.
So I had to, you know what, the idea of this spotlight was to kind of pick something that maybe people haven't tried or it's not the new hotness or whatever. But first up, I have to, if there's a month that you've been waffling on trying Game Pass and you're like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't like having hundreds of games at my fingertips, and for whatever reason you don't want to try it. I just wanted to go over just a couple like highlights of the bangers that are coming out this month on Game Pass.
Microsoft Solitaire.
Microsoft Solitaire Remastered Edition.
Yep.
So just today, a big one is Minecraft hasn't been on the PC yet. Through Game Pass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
You're lying to the people.
on Game Pass PC.
Okay.
You haven't been able to get Minecraft yet. That came out today.
Okay.
And it's the Java on Bedrock edition. No idea. But you know what? I still have never tried Minecraft, and there's a good chance I'm going to try it on my computer now.
Right.
Give her a try.
There's a character named Steve in it.
Yeah, something like that, right?
That's what I hear. And then like the creepers that look like giant penises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And pigs. Yeah. That's what I know about Minecraft in a nutshell.
So later this week, because if you subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate, you get EA's what's their thing called again?
Is it just EA Play?
EA Play? Is that
Something
what it's
like
called?
that. Yeah.
So It Takes Two is added to both console and PC, which is another game that, from what I'm hearing, is going to be on a lot of people's top 10 lists, top 5 lists come the end of the year. And then next week, Forza Horizon 5 comes out.
I haven't heard of that.
Little game. Little game.
Is that like a card game?
Yes. It is a card game. It is the sequel to Microsoft Solitaire.
Yes. Just
The
for
fifth.
anyone who's screaming at the screen right now, Ryan and I have both downloaded it to PC and Xbox in preparation.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think how I'm going to phone in sick on the night. So I got the COVID.
Yeah.
Don't joke about the COVID. That's
Don't
wrong.
joke about the COVID. And then,
Yeah.
so then that's not even, so this is the 9th of November, Rob.
Yep.
Okay. And then later that week, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas from the definitive edition is coming to console on Game Pass.
I should pull this up as you're talking about it, because that's a lot of games.
It is. So it that's just the first half of the month that they've
Dude.
announced.
Football Manager 2022.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a game people enjoy.
Yeah. I don't enjoy that, so I didn't talk about it.
No. I get it.
But yeah, like that. So they've announced this for the first half of the month, and it's like it's
Pretty good.
crazy.
Yeah,
you know.
it's a lot of games.
But for my pick, though, that I wanted to talk about, with it just being Halloween there on Sunday,
Mhm.
I downloaded a classic that I first tried on Game Pass when I first got it. It was like one of the first games I downloaded and played because I'd heard so many good things about it, and that was Carrion,
Right.
which is basically the retelling of the sci-fi movie The Thing, except you're the Thing instead of the humans trying
Right.
to take out the Thing.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah. But this game, man, like still, like getting right back into it, the movement and traversal of the alien in this game, it's on Game Pass. Even if you just play 5 minutes of it to see how well they nailed it in this game, just do that. If you want to check out, though, it's on our YouTube and Twitch pages. I streamed about an hour of me playing it.
Yeah.
So some good gory fun as you devour a bunch of humans with your alien, with your crazy alien.
Yep.
So again, that's Carrion on Xbox Game Pass.
Another Devolver Digital game.
Another Devolver Digital game.
That's right. Very good. Very good.
And then Rob, you got a retro pick for us?
I do, and I'm going to kind of cheat because it's not really a retro game, but it is a game in the spirit of a retro game.
I'll allow it.
It's I was thinking of it because the Game Pass. We're both very cheap. I believe it's going away right away. It's River City Girls.
Oh.
And it's very much, it's I think you said it was Kunio. There's a name for it, but the same.
Kunio-kun.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's if you played River City Ransom back in the day. It's the same kind of game with updated graphics and two young teenage girls off to save their boyfriends. It's ridiculously over the top and fun.
Yeah.
Ryan and I have played quite a few games like a Streets of Rage and things like that. Just because the beat 'em ups, they're great to go back to. They're fun. They're mindless. It's a great game, and the fact it's leaving Game Pass kind of makes me sad. I have it for Switch already, but it's a fantastic game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep. So it's not really an old game. It's just one in the style of an old game.
It's in the spirit of old games. Yeah.
I also have one more I forgot about here. If I'm going to go a little outside the box. So when we got, or I had to get a replacement iPhone because I had one just die on me. So I got 3 months with Apple Arcade.
Oh yeah.
And I forgot to cancel it, as people sometimes do. So I've got another month of Apple Arcade. But
I did the exact same thing.
Yep, that's what I'm counting on.
I made a reminder on my phone and everything, and I'm like, oh, I'll get to that. And then like 2 days later, I'm like, I totally forgot to go back to that.
So I was just looking through that because I'm like, I'm paying for this for a month anyway, and I stumbled upon Zen Pinball, which is a lots of these companies release these pinball things, but if with the Apple Arcade one, you get a whole bunch of tables already paid for because it's Apple Arcade.
Right.
So if you have an iPad, it's a fantastic way to play these classic pinball tables. They have 5 or 6 real ones like Medieval Madness, Attack from Mars, a bunch of other ones from the 90s. But they also have a bunch of brand new ones that they've made up, including a really good Snoopy one, actually, which is and then they've got like a My Little Pony and a Kung Fu Panda and a couple other ones for the kids. But it's a lot of fun. Like, honestly, I could play pinball for hours just booping away. I do want to get, when I have my first bag of money drop on my head someday, I'd love to get one of those digital pinball tables where they have, it's like, I think Arcade 1-Up makes them as well, where it's a digital pinball table, but it's an actual pinball table base, and it's got the flippers and everything.
Yeah.
I do have a real pinball table in the old man cave down there. It's the old Comet one, like the roller coaster.
Right.
Needs a little bit of love, but it does play, and every so often my son and I will just turn it on to hear that clunk as you first turn it on, and then kind of relive some things. And
awesome.
So big pinball fan. So Zen Pinball, if you pay for Apple Arcade, even for a little, or you're getting a free thing, just like a lot of us do.
Yeah, even like that one, it's on everything.
Yes.
Like literally, like if you own a gaming system, you can download Zen Pinball. It always comes with one free table.
Yep.
And then if you like that table, you can go look at all the other ones they offer. And I mean, they're not crazy expensive. The pack, like, I think it's what, $5, $4.
Oh yeah, and you'll get a few ones there too. And then there's Zen Pinball, and then there's that other. I'm looking to the side here because I've got it on Wii, I think. What do they call that? This is great podcasting right here.
Yeah.
Pinball, real pinball, or something like that. Pinball Arcade, or.
Oh, and that was before they were calling themselves Zen.
Yeah, it's
right.
Yeah, so you got like that one right there.
Pinball Hall of Fame. Oh, the Williams collection.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And it's there's lots of different ways to play digital pinball. I got this one for 99 cents for the Wii.
There you go.
Yeah, and it's Farsight. I think they went on to do the Zen ones. I can't remember what they did, but
it's
a lot of fun.
That Zen Pinball, like, I end up downloading it on everything, every console I have. And I always end up buying like a table or two. I wish I had like a Zen account that you could just like
yes, you don't have to buy the things again.
Buy the tables all over again.
It's the same reason
Zen, if you're listening, I want a little money on that if you do it.
That's right. It's the same reason I get Xbox 360 HD DVD drives for all of my Xboxes. So no matter which one I'm using, I can watch King Kong on HD DVD.
Awesome.
For those who on the audio podcast, I'm not kidding. I have like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
This is my boxed one. It makes it much more valuable. Yeah. Xbox picked wrong in that war.
They did.
They did not go with the winning team. But someday, these things will be worth thousands of dollars.
Absolutely.
It's like video disc players.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right. Well.
Yeah, on that note.
If that's all you got for us.
That's all I got.
retro pick. So some good stuff there that you just pulled off the top of your head.
Sure.
Well, we'll start taking this crazy train into the station, and we'll just say thank you for hanging out with us. And if you want to check out more of our stuff, you can go to our website, thegrumpyoldgamers.com. We post all of our original content there. But honestly, check us out on Facebook. That's where most of the up-to-date news and everything happens there. If you want to get in touch with us, you can email us at makeusgrumpy@gmail.com. We will answer your gaming questions or whatever.
Let us know why the Coffee Crisp isn't the greatest chocolate bar.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you why you're wrong.
Yeah. I'll have an essay prepared.
And that being said, I don't believe the Americans have access to the Coffee Crisp. I think that's
Really?
Canadian only bar.
Oh,
I think someone filled me in on that at some point.
maybe that's what's missing in the United States.
It might be.
Maybe
Bring
that's
the
what
country
they're missing.
together.
Bring that country together.
Like Canada, where we have no division of any sort.
I was waiting
Everything's
for someone,
okay.
I was waiting for someone to crash through my door or something at that point. So. But yeah, other than that, thanks for hanging out with us, and we we hope we'll see y'all next week if we haven't offended you.
That's right. Have a great night.
Yeah.